Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. It is another news day, a bad news type of day, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. I really don't like doing these types of videos. I would prefer to be doing something more prepping related, but sometimes you just have to tell the story as it is being told to you. Now, keep in mind, all this information is coming from mainstream media, and I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, just to say the least. These people are not to be trusted. Anything they say is not to be trusted, and everything they do is outright deception. So that's my stance on it. So keep that in mind before we go into the news here. Yeah, that's just my stance on it. But there is some reality to it, as you're going to see here in just a few minutes. And this is definitely bad news. No matter how you look at it, it is bad news, in my opinion. So let's just bring up the other screen and get started.
Let's begin this morning with the breaking news that Pfizer is shipping out the first doses of the coronavirus vaccine as we speak, with hopes that this is the beginning of the end. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is outside Pfizer's largest manufacturing facility in Michigan. Gabe, good morning.
Their largest manufacturing facility in Michigan. And yeah, they not only have been shipping them out, but we can't hear that. That is really quiet. Let's see if I can adjust the volume here. This is going to be loud. Yeah.
Command Center, that's what they're calling it. Tens of thousands of doses are actually now already in New York City. Soon, the most at-risk frontline workers will be among the first New Yorkers vaccinated. Let's listen in and see what they're going to do.
Good to see you, Michael Dowling, who is the president and the CEO of Northwell Health, which is the largest health system in the state of New York. It's very good to be with you. Dr. Chester, pleasure.
All right, I'm not going to show you all of that. Needless to say, this was the first person to receive the shot out of New York State, and then they recorded the entire thing. Let's see if I can fix the volume before I start this next one.
We begin tonight with the long-awaited historic moment unfolding at this hour. We are all witnessing a potential turning point in the coronavirus pandemic right here in the U.S. America on the eve of its first vaccinations against COVID-19. The first vials of the Pfizer vaccine being put into place. Workers at the Pfizer plant near Kalamazoo, Michigan, taking them out of the sub-zero freezers, placing them in boxes packed with dry ice. UPS and FedEx hauling the first truckloads of the vaccine out from that plant.
Do you think those truck drivers know what's in them trailers? I mean, do you think they know? Because I question that. I really do. This is disturbing, to say the least. I mean, this is just, yeah, this is disturbing. The amount of compliance to what is happening right now is very disturbing to me. The people that are up on the stage proudly being the first ones to take the needle, I have nothing nice to say about this. I really don't. I'm trying not to get myself banned, and yeah, I apologize for the volume going in and out on that one. Yeah, I didn't set it up very well, but I'm trying not to get myself banned by saying what I really want to say. And you know what I really want to say, because I've said it before, but everyone who has watched my channel for any length of time knows that how I feel about it. That being said, the I will not comply shirts are on my Teespring account. I have not only the I will not comply, I also have the nah, I'm good. And yeah, those are both there. You can get the t-shirts, the hoodies. That's how I feel about it. So that's why I've made those particular items. And yeah, I don't have mine sitting here with me, because I do have one. I'd show it to you, but I've had it on video before. You know what it looks like. Anyway, that is disturbing. So obviously we are too late. Everything that everyone was talking about doing, all the things that they were talking about in the gathering, or how they were going to try to slow this down or stop it, if that was, I'm trying to remember to the conversation if that was actually even mentioned. We're too late. We are too late. It's already here. Now, one of those news articles I was reading said it's already been shipped to all 50 states. That includes Alaska, Hawaii, and anywhere near you if you live in the United States. I do believe it's also made its way into Canada and pretty much everywhere there also. So what now? I mean, for those of us who are against this, what now? It's only going to get worse. One of the headlines says the United States has surpassed 300,000 deaths from that virus. 300,000. Unfortunately, the actual numbers don't actually agree with that. If you do any amount of research, you can see that there's been a lot of controversy. I'm trying not to get banned. A lot of controversy around that particular topic, around those numbers. There's been a lot said that those numbers are completely not accurate. There is proof, and I think we can still say that it has a 98.2% survival rate. As far as we can tell so far, the needle has a 95% survival rate. Or I think maybe I'm wrong with the survival rate. Maybe it was just 95% effective. And the common consensus around the medical profession is it might work. That is basically what the makers of it have said. That's what a lot of the doctors have said. That's what most of the people are saying, that it might work, which is not a guarantee that it will work. It's not a guarantee. Let's just compare it to the flu vaccine. I mean, over 1 million people every year die from the flu. Yet, most of them had a flu vaccine. The numbers are very similar to the current pandemic. Extremely similar. So similar, it could even be said that the viruses are pretty much the same thing. Maybe a little mutated and given a different name, but pretty much the same thing. But back to my original statement and the title of the video, we're too late. We are too late. I'm not going to say what I really think we should do about it. You know what I think. We should all head up to Michigan. All of us. Bring our torches and our pitchforks, among other devices. That's what I think. That's what we should do. Keep an eye out for FedEx and UPS trucks. Don't blame the truck drivers, because I guarantee you 90% of them probably don't know what's in that trailer. All right, a couple more news things to talk about. Yeah, so this has been going around. 5 Chinese nationals hacked into 100 U.S. companies. That's the title. You can find this NBC News, or just type it into Google, wherever you want to find it. Basically, they were targeting telecommunications. They were targeting telecommunications, meaning internet services, cell phone services, things like this. There have been a lot of issues going on with YouTube lately. A lot of people having trouble staying online, things like that. There's rumors, just rumors going around that this has affected the YouTube platform, has affected the users and the creators on the YouTube platform. And as far as I can tell, whatever is happening with the YouTube is still happening. So whatever they did is an ongoing thing. If you know how hackers work, if you know anything about hacking whatsoever, they don't just look in things. They don't just log into it and say, oh, look at this, look at this. That's not what they do. They also deliver things. The common thing that is known by most people are viruses, so we'll just stick with that term. Virus type software that they will upload into certain programs, into certain things that cause major disruptions. So this is mainstream news. Mainstream news. There's a lot of other talk going around right now that Russia and China are not happy with each other, that it went along with the whole 2016 election process where Russia was constantly being blamed for all the things that happened. And supposedly, Russia found out that China was behind their blame. So we'll just leave it at that because these are rumors. This isn't confirmed. I haven't bothered to look into this information because, frankly, what does it matter? I mean, if they attack us, if Russia, China, or anyone attack us, more so than they already have, I mean, you could call this hack thing an attack. You could, but it's not the point of people hacking United States companies because that happens almost every single day. That happens from people all over the world, including in our own country, every single day. It's not a new thing. So it's just managed to make news this time because somebody got arrested for it. So keep that in mind. That being said, we have been under attack from these foreign countries, as you might call them, for many, many years, attacking finances, attacking internet services, attacking businesses by way of hacking. They've even attacked certain power grids, and this was confirmed information not too long ago. I believe it was a year or two ago. So we have been under attack. This isn't new. That being said, Royal Navy monitors Russian ships around UK waters. There's been a lot of talk lately about the Russian fleet or Russian ships moving around in the ocean, not where they normally would be. What are they doing? Nobody actually knows. There's a lot of rumors going around, as I can tell you. And these rumors, some of them are saying they could be headed our way. A lot of these rumors are saying they're headed toward China. Obviously, the Royal Navy over in the UK are saying, well, they're over here by us. So what are they doing? Nobody knows. So let me just bring you back to the hackers for a minute, attacking telecommunications. Now, why would somebody want to attack the telecommunications companies in the United States while there is a Russian fleet floating around in the water out there, moving who knows where? I mean, these two things, they could be completely not related, but in the event they are related, just think about the implications of what that means if they are related. Last I heard, China and Russia are allies. So if there is a Russian fleet heading in this direction, and China is trying to shut down communications, including internet services, uplinks to satellites would be my biggest guess there. So the satellites can't exactly see where they're going. This could be a very big thing. Now, why would they be doing such a thing right now, of all times? Right now. There's a lot of different reasons for it. We have weakened ourselves as a nation with how the election has gone, how the civil unrest has been, the two different sides of the same bird, as a lot of people like to say, the right wing, the left wing. And yeah, we have weakened ourselves as a nation. We are at each other's throats. There's a lot of unhappiness around of different groups of people with other groups of people. And this is the potential for an all-out war. Yeah, I said it. It has the potential. It really does. So we are looking at more than likely a very tough transition in January. And these ships could just be, keeping an eye on their own assets over there. They could be. But they could also be doing something way worse than that, way more dangerous for everyone. How would that work in the U.S. if we had a foreign invasion? How would that work? There's been a lot of movies. Red Dawn comes to mind, where they fly planes over and drop paratroopers all over the country, and Invasions come from the north and the south, which reminds me, there's been a lot of rumors of Chinese soldiers being trained and doing operations along the Canadian border or in Canada, you know, really close. So all of these things separate are just what they are. Put all of these things put together, telecommunications being hacked, the rumors about Chinese soldiers north of us, north of the border, Russian fleet movements. You put all these things together, and yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a thought process, but it's a little disturbing because there is the potential for conflict. There is the potential. There's always the potential for conflict, but hey, what we are looking at now is a little more dangerous than your typical everyday back and forth that most nations usually have. Little skirmishes here and there that you never hear about. Yeah, these things happen all the time. They really do. The secret operations you don't know about. I mean, yeah, you might think it's straight out of a movie, but I have access to the dark web, and I can, yeah, anyway, I will do that video one day. It's really, I probably will have to put that video on Rumble because that won't be a YouTube type of thing. That will get me instant banned. Insta banned. That's what that would get me. All right. Today is the last day for the Grim Survival giveaway. I will be giving it away on the 16th, which is going to be tomorrow at the time you're watching this video. I will announce the winners in the morning premiere. That's when we will see that. That'll be 10 a.m. Eastern time on the 16th. So let's hope whoever wins the pressure canner knows that they need to start pressure canning immediately because it's getting very grim out here. Very grim. All right. This has been James with Grim Survival. Thank you guys for watching. I thank you for all of the support you give my channel, to my Patreon, my Teespring account, and everything else you guys do for me, because you guys have really made my holiday season a lot better than what it potentially would have been because of the loss of my job. So I just, I greatly appreciate everything you guys do for me. So thank you. And I'm just trying to do a little bit of my part here. And I don't like these news videos. I really don't. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. Like I said, this has been James, Grim Survival. See you next time.